Hi everyone, this is Angel Shaper from Stampin' Up from Kansas, and today we're going to do some paper pumpkin alternatives. I was hoping to get a lot more projects done to be able to just show you today, but life happened and that just didn't happen. So you'll have to stay tuned and pay attention to my blog, because I still plan to get some more paper pumpkin alternatives done and put up on there soon. My blog is angelstamps@blogspot.com. I did get a couple of little gift bags created, just like the paper pumpkin, that when it comes in your mailbox. It's what Stampin' Up has provided enough supplies for you to make 24 little gift bags. And these are a couple of them. Unfortunately, or fortunately, but Paper Pumpkin has been so popular this month that there will be no refill kits of this Paper Pumpkin, January's Paper Pumpkin, available. So, if you haven't already, I'm going to show you exactly some things you can do with it. The first thing are to make the treat bags as is. But if you don't want 24 treat bags, then you can do some other things with it. And we're going to make a card today. And I'm going to flip the camera around so you can watch my hands making a card. Which means if you pop in, I'm not going to be able to see you or probably address your comments, at least while I'm creating a card, because the camera will be backwards and I just won't be able to see it. So here we go. I'm going to turn you around. This all figured out, but now it's wanting to be difficult for me. Let's see if I can slide the paper this up. Okay. Okay. And I will adjust the light. This is the card we are going to make today using the Paper Pumpkin alternative. Try to move some stuff around and see if I can get this to where you can see a little better. Okay, here it is. The card that we're going to use our Paper Pumpkin kit to make, and it is made on a Melon Mambo card base, which is also the ink I chose to use on the heart. So first thing we're going to do is cut what they gave us for the tree bag so we could make this nice card front. And I'm going to pop my cutter up here. Here is the card front, and I'm just going to trim off the top and the bottom. I'm going to trim off the side with the adhesive strip. And then I'm also going to trim it off right at the seam, so we don't have too many seams that we have to deal with for this card. Okay. I had already made a card base of the Melon Mambo. It is I'm trying to think. It's 4¼ inches. This is what happens when you cut a 8½ by 11 piece of paper in half. We call this hamburger style. So you cut halfway down the 11-inch side, so it's 5½ inches across, and then when you fold it, you get half of the 8½ by 11, so you have 4¼ So this will be for later, but let's work on this front for right now. One thing you will find that you will have when you use up all your little pieces that make the ends of the arrows, you will be left with some gold strips. And I decided I was going to show you what it's like to just use the gold strips to make the arrow. So you take it and you put the blunt end of the arrow or this wooden stick right in the middle, right there of the sticker, and then you fold it closed. And there you have the end of an arrow. They also give you stickers to make the tip of the arrow, but I'm not going to deal with that today, because all I really needed were these zigzaggy gold strips that are left behind. So I'm going to get my scissors, and I'm going to just make sure I cut them out fairly gently. Always exciting to do cutting on camera and not have everything prepared beforehand. I really debated about which way I should go with this and decided that you might prefer to see how you can do it for yourself. Then I take the gold strip and I line it up on one of the seams. And so the seam is covered, and maybe if you didn't know that there was such a thing, you won't know now. Let me cut the second one that I need. cut that little piece off. Oops, I must cut into the gold strip I need. Alright, and then you put it on the other side to cover the seam. Now, we still have a seam right down in the middle. Oh, I didn't get that on the seam. Good thing that it's forgivable. Forgiving, I mean. Okay. There we go. Alright. Now for the seam down the middle. Oh, it's still not right. Let me do this one more time. I don't know, but we are going to use some of the metallic ribbon, and this ribbon is available on the Sale-a-bration. So if you place an order of $50 or more, you get to choose one free item, and the combination of the gold metallic and silver metallic is one of your choices. So we are going to tie on some of the gold metallic ribbon. And I'm just going to snip and then we're going to maybe tie up a little bit and check back, make sure that it's all straight, and then I'm going to tie it in a knot. I didn't tie the previous card in a bow, and I just don't feel like this kind of card needs a bow. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut off some of the excess at an angle. And there we have the card front. I am now going to put some adhesive on the back. This is Fast Fuse. It is now my new favorite adhesive, I think. Get it started with your finger and make sure that you always do a check mark when you're using it. Get started with my finger again. It's being difficult. I don't know why it's being difficult. I will check on that later. So, here we go to my trusty snail. This one, you don't have to make the check mark, you just put it on there. And then I think with my cards, I leave it kind of down in one corner. So there's a little bit of the melon mambo border, but there's a bigger border on this side of it, because we're going to stamp a sentiment up here in a bit. Well, you also get these little hearts that are with your kit. And people have recommended that you leave them in the paper before you stamp on them, but I find I have a harder time seeing the edges of the heart when they are on the white paper than when they're on my mat, which is a slightly different color. So I am going to open my Melon Mambo ink pad. And I am going to get one of the stamps from the kit that came with my paper pumpkin in January. I'm going to grab the Happy Valentine's Day stamp and put it on my stamp block, and then I'm going to ink it up, test it out. Okay, it's working pretty good, and put it right on the heart. And there we have the Happy Valentine's Day heart. Now I'm going to close the ink pad so I don't accidentally lay anything on it, because I've done that, I can't even tell you how many times. It's very frustrating. And then I'm going to put a couple of Stampin' Up Dimensionals on the back. Put a couple of whole ones, and then you can cut them in half and use them that way. And I'm going to put a half of one down here on the tip of the heart. And now, one of the embellishments that I will be doing for this card is I'm going to tousle some of the gold ribbon that came in the kit. And I will show you how I'm going to do that here in a minute. Take the backs off my dimensionals. I tend not to use a ton of dimensionals on my elements, like card elements that I want to give some dimension to, but I don't want to use too few either. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I tousle this thread. And everybody has a different secret to this, but this is how I do it. I take the thread and I wrap it around about 3 fingers at a time is what seems to be the right size for this. And then do it a few times. I cut it off. Then I remove it from my fingers, kind of squeeze it in the middle. I'm losing it. And then I will stick it to the dimensionals on the back. Make sure any of the loose ends are tucked in. And then I'm going to just stick it on the card front. So there it is, the little heart with the gold thread tousled behind. I'm going to move that out of the way. And then I'm going to find a little sentiment to stick up in this top right corner of the Melon Mambo card base. I'm not real well prepared because I have no idea what I'm going to put up there. Okay. Happy Valentine's Day. I think I'm going to put for an amazing friend. You can also, if you have sentiments or stamps from other sets, you can use those as well. You don't have to stick with paper pumpkin anytime you're creating a paper pumpkin alternative. And I'm going to do it in Memento Tuxedo Black Memento ink. So, make sure it's the right way because I have stamped things upside down before and that's never good. Test it. Okay, that one looks good. Try it again. I'll line it up. Perfect. That's exactly what I was going for. Now I am not completely all put together and ready for this today. I would then make a very pretty inside of my card. Probably a Whisper White inside would be cut, and I would just stamp heart or something on it. And I would for sure stamp on the back of my card. Let me see if I have one laying around here. Okay. Give it some sort of indication that who it was created by. And then you can sign it, put your initials, or I happen to have, I think it's a cherub punch, but I like to pretend it's an angel because that is my name. So that is how I sign my cards. Find your own special way to sign your cards so your friends and family will know they're from you when they show up. I'm going to flip this back around for a second. Okay. Well, that is the card making for today. You will have to follow along on my blog, angelstamps@blogspot.com, to see more paper pumpkin alternatives, and also I will wait and create the inside of that card before I post it on the blog. I will be doing these videos every Thursday at 2 o'clock, and I hope that I will see some of you live, and I hope that more of you will be watching the recording. I know not everyone can watch live at 2 o'clock. Some of you are working, and some of you are in school. But this is when I am going live, 2 o'clock on Thursdays. If there is anything in particular you want to see, you want me to talk about, let me know. I'd be happy to do that for you. Also, starting in March, I will be doing my live videos. We will be making cards from the Work of Art set. And you can order the kits, the paper kits to go with that, so you can stamp right along with me while watching the video. You need to let me know by February 21st if you are interested in any of the March card kits. You get the paper supplies to make 2 cards, and they're $3 per week that you want, or $10 for all 4-week subscription. Just let me know what you want. You would need to go to StampinUp.com and order the Work of Art stamp set along with any inks or adhesives or anything else that you need. please order under my name, under the demonstrator. Look up me under the demonstrator lookup. I am Angel Shaver from Kansas. And let me know. I will try to have, I am going to have all 4 examples of the cards we will be making in March up by the 15th of February. So if you want to wait and see what it is we're going to be doing, you will have about a week or so after that you can let me know and get your order in. So thanks for watching this video, and let me know if there is anything else that you would like to see have done on this page. Thanks. Bye.